And then we will go to a 6:35 JO poll hearing with National Grid. We will do town administrator and department reports for the police and building department. And then we will move to action items, which is consideration and possible action to accept the resignation of Jeffrey Forcier. Consideration and possible action to accept the resignation of Officer Scott Crevier. Consideration and possible action on the resignation of Officer Brendan Baxter. Consideration and possible action on the hiring of full-time police officer Edward Page. Consideration and possible action on the hiring of full-time police officer Richard Tracy, Sr. Consideration and possible action on the hiring of full-time police officer Dominic Barrasso. Consideration and possible action on the issuance of a one-day liquor license for the Hamilton Rod and Gun Club. Consideration and possible action on awarding a contract with Solitude Lake Management for hydro raking the rec area. Consideration and possible action on accepting the resignation of Roxanne Smith from the Cultural Council. Consideration and possible action on appointing Lauren O'Donnell to the Cultural Council. Consideration and possible action on reappointment of Charles Roy Jr. to serve to SLAC for Big Alum. Consideration and possible action on the Select Board delegate for an alternate for Central Mass Regional Planning. Old business, new business, correspondence, approval of minutes, citizens forum, and executive session. With that, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right. I'd also just like to take a moment of silence for everybody in Texas who's been affected by those terrible, terrible floods, and for the really the Mississippi southern part of the Mississippi River, which experience extreme heat events, and that's dangerous. So just think about all those people out there and the first responders taking care of them. Thank you. Public service announcements, Mr. Chase.
I have none. Thank you.
Public service announcements, Mary.
No, I'm good.
All right.
None.
And I have none. We are in advance of the 6:35 hearing, so I'm going to turn it over to you, Robin.
Sure. Let me just start. We'll do very quickly bi-weekly memo. I'm actually going to have Joe Cohen come up and speak on the beautification, if we can do that. It's
Sure.
under my update, because that's something I know the board wanted
Yeah.
an update on.
Joe, come on down.
So, and while Joe's coming up, I do want to publicly thank our fire department and our surrounding fire departments for excellent work today down at Sadie Green's.
Yeah.
No injuries, and building will be saved.
Yeah, I was remiss in mentioning that. So just so everybody in the audience knows, I think there was an apartment fire at the property in front of the public house where Sadie Green's is. Nobody was injured. And again, thank you for the first responders in the fire department and the surrounding fire departments for doing such a good job.
And hopefully the business will reopen soon.
Okay.
And the people are being housed by the public house.
So on that note, go ahead.
So I asked Joe to come. Joe has been overseeing the beautification plantings, the 25,000. You can
Yep.
pass that down. That
Sure.
was the initial estimate. So here's the initial estimate from CHIPS that just listed the number of plants. I believe we've had 97 plants put in.
97 to date, and we'll have a significant amount more coming.
So Joe can explain a little bit about how and why things were put where they were. I do want to say as well, before I have Joe go in, I am meeting on Thursday with the person who handles all adoptive spots for the state. So Jimmy Means and I will be meeting on the adoptive spot. In fact, we're going Thursday morning at 8:30. You were even aware of this, because this is all finalized today. So I will be meeting him as well Thursday morning to look at those, the triangles down there, if we can double adopt, if you will, because they've already been adopted by, we're not gonna kick Tassie's off, so, it could
Well,
be-
you can certainly double, I mean, the
But-
Sturbridge Pottery has 2 locations, so we know that
Right,
you
but
can
could
do.
we double onto something somebody else already has? So I'm meeting with him to get all those things in place. And then I'm also gonna look with him, because I still think in front of New Boston Road is another area I would really very much like for us to adopt, across from the state police barracks, right?
That's a great spot.
Yeah, because it looks just terrible there, and everybody coming off the highways.
There's a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah.
It's a nice space and it's very visible.
So that's the other area I would like to look to adopting. But anyway, I'll let Joe kind of update on where we're at with. Dave.
Absolutely. So we have the 4 planting locations right out in front of Town Hall. We have the welcome sign in front of the DPW plow and in front of the safety complex. So in total, we've done 97 plantings, which is approximately 7 trees. We got 20 shrubs here and 70 perennials. So where we stand now, we have roughly $2,000 in plant cost left. That excludes the cost for, building these beds, incorporating soils, mulch, that kind of thing, that the contractor would have to do as well. So $2,000 more in plant costs, which we hope to kind of accentuate the planting around the welcome sign. To that point, the welcome sign is kind of a difficult area. It's where the sign was placed. We're really tight to the roadway edges. Mass DOT is fairly strict as to what they allow, what they don't allow in these spaces, and I don't want to push it too far to the point where they say, look, we got to pare this back a little bit. So we've kind of identified a planting area in that space, so we're going to try to work with that, accentuate that space. As far as the planting at the DPW plow, I think that is kind of where it needs to be right now. The planting out in front of Town Hall here, we removed some boxwoods that were dying back, replaced those with some hydrangea, some roses, astilbes. We got some tree hydrangeas, some other perennials in front of the safety complex. So, these will flower various times throughout the year. And I think they'll really accentuate the properties, look really nice there.
Great. All right, questions? Okay.
I have a few. Thank you so much for your efforts thus far.
Yeah,
I appreciate
absolutely.
it. So this is probably more toward Robin, but I'll go back to you too. I'm glad you're meeting. I envisioned, and I understand where you're coming from, where we haven't adopted the different areas of that green space.
Yep.
You feel, apprehensive to go beyond that strict sign. But I think that we've talked about for many months adopting the other areas that haven't been. I know there are 2 businesses that adopted that area, but they have not adopted the entire thing. They've adopted one area where they've landscaped, and they've put Adopt a Highway, Sturbridge Pottery. And then another very separate, contained area that says Tassie's. So, they didn't, they're not landscaping that entire property. So I thought, with all due respect, that it looks, pretty around the welcome sign. It's not wow. I thought we were gonna have, just like Sturbridge Pottery, clusters of landscaping, around Welcome to Sturbridge, another in another part of the green space, another in another part of the green space. So I'm anxious to hear about our attempt to formally adopt it, because I know you had indicated you'd rather do it and then ask for forgiveness later, but, not when we want to landscape that extent. And it can't be that difficult if 2 businesses successfully lobby the,
Yeah, if I
mass.
can speak to that.
And I'm not saying that's on you to do the
No,
adopting.
I understand that. DOT has very specific requirements for the spaces they allow. So if you'll notice, the areas that were adopted, are just circles, perimeters, a 10-foot diameter circle, whatever it is. DOT is very concerned, and rightfully so, with sight lines as you're turning or whatever you are, that you can see traffic that's supposed to be merging. So
Yeah, but with all due
there was
respect.
never a scenario where you could plant the entire island.
No, but we could plant, I believe, if we adopt that area, sections, just like, with all due respect, Sturbridge Pottery and Tassie's have landscaped
just as much as we have. I mean, we have a few trees and a few flowers around the Welcome to Sturbridge sign, but Sturbridge Pottery has 2 different sections, and they've managed, in not coming before us, with the state
Yep.
to allow that. So that's like, again, not directed at you,
That's
but
not- that's not
that's more of a town administrator thing.
There's a patent absurdity to the idea that as a municipality, we have to go through the adopt a highway system. I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, it is.
I understand.
No, I'm not blaming you.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Right.
it's not negative to anything. I don't run, like, and some, I feel like I'm living in the bizarro world where the municipality has to adopt like the area to clean it up and take care of it. So,
Yeah. No,
I think that's sort of what you're saying, Mary, the thing that I take away from it
Right.
is that, and that sort of piercing that seems to be, if we're gonna expend, I have no issue expending the resource for beautification, but if we're gonna expend the resource for beautification, we shouldn't, DOT, we just have to get DOT to
That's why I'm here.
get off,
Yeah, no, I
get
get
off
it.
their,
And I
rear
will
ends.
I'll take ownership of the fact that when we did this, and somewhere along the lines, and I looked back on my records, and I know I had talked about plantings on 3 different locations, and there may have been a miscommunication, because I had talked all along to Joe about the welcome sign, the plow, because I thought that looked kind of trashy just sitting there, and then town hall, COB, and then they added public safety in. So with this ARPA money, I had right along, and I'll own this, said to Joe, that because we're limited on what we can do, and even though 131's DOT, they tend to look at it a little bit less, that beautifying from the commons to that area, I just thought was actually more bang for our buck, because we could beautify a whole strip. I can't beautify all the 20, so I
No,
said, well,
but-
let's at least try to.
Yeah, but my understanding, having been a member of ARPA, was that the focal point was supposed to be the gateway to Sturbridge,
Correct.
which are those, well, not just the welcome sign, but all of those triangles. Like other towns, when you go into their town, their landscaping is more extensive.
So we have, the contractor is putting a fair amount more into that space.
Right.
Specifically at the welcome sign. Just with the heat that we've had recently, I've asked him to hold back for that reason, but there is a fair amount more going in there.
Okay. No, it looks good, so I don't want to, and then the other question that I have is, with a contract this size, I would have thought that our contract would spell out the cost of the various plantings and the labor, rather than, 2 dogwood trees, 6 winterberry red stripe, and you said it's about $2,000 in cost. I would have thought we would have had 6 hydrangeas at the cost of $75 each total, 4 rhododendron bushes at the cost of this total, rather than just a list of the description and then one price, like we spent about $2,000. So like if I went to a nursery, I would know that I bought, I know you have a fair amount of like daisies or something similar around the plow, for example.
Yeah.
But, 1 daisy bush, $35. We planted 6. Because this is $25,000. I personally want a detailed.
So I have that breakdown if you want to hear it.
I haven't paid this bill yet. This is
No, I
just your
understand.
early
I'm just
estimate.
saying that this,
She's just asking.
I'm
for it.
just saying
So
that
Mary,
when.
I'll be honest with you, why this happened the way it did.
I know, we
had
needed to-
days on December
We need
31st.
to, I'm
so
not saying that we shouldn't have committed the
Guys, let's
contract.
keep the meeting moving here.
I'm not
So-
saying we shouldn't have committed the contract. I'm just saying now, as you put in plantings, we should have a breakdown of the cost of those
Joe,
plantings.
can you get it to just a line item of the various costs, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's all.
So 7 trees at an average cost of $250 per tree. These are purchased, not, necessarily the labor involved.
Right.
You don't have to even go.
No,
through
not
it
right now. I'm
You
just saying.
Just send it.
Yeah, just send it. I'm not going to put you on the spot right now. I'm just saying that
Okay.
if we can have the breakdown at a
This
future
is part of the
meeting, that's
bill
all.
for the invoicing
Yeah.
process. So when we pay the bill, we just want to see.
So that's from the contractor. I'm separate from that, but I'll
Okay.
have him send that as well.
Perfect.
But, we purchase these wholesale and we specifically shop different varieties and
Right.
plant species based on what we could get the best bang for our buck here. So-
Beautiful. And are you going to have, at different times of the year, are they all coming, so we're going to have some that flower in the spring, some
Yep,
that flower in the
absolutely.
summer, some that, okay.
Yep, 4-season interest is
Awesome.
kind of what we're shooting for there. So,
All right, anything else, sir?
No, that's it.
Case for Blanchard? All right, Joe, thank you for coming in, boss.
appreciate it, thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
And then my next item, you have a draft letter in there from Oakham. And this is regarding the citing of discarded batteries. So with the new state legislation and laws on citing of anything energy related, the state has sort of authority to cite where it wants. The town of Oakham is extremely concerned because they're looking at putting a dead battery, sort of, if you will, storage or disposal place, location in Oakham, which has a huge watershed.
Yeah.
So Oakham is asking for support from other towns. I shared the draft letter that they had sent. It's up to the board if you want to vote to show support for the town. I will tell you there is also a bill, 4557, that Agawam just voted to support. It's a multiple sponsored bill saying that local control should exist over the placing of battery disposal sites. So we also are being asked if towns want to send letters of support for 4557. So I'm asking for two things. Do you want to send the draft letter in support of Oakham or not? And do you want me to draft something in support of 4557 or send something to our state reps supporting 4557? If you want to think about it more, we can wait till next
Well,
meeting to vote. Just
So they're proposing to dispose of a large-scale battery disposal
Yes.
above the reservoir?
Yes.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
That letter in Oakville. I actually learned about it on talk radio one morning driving in, and I said, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're very concerned about the water supply to eastern Massachusetts because it's apparently a big water source.
Yeah, no, I'd say so. I would just, well, why don't we circulate what you're thinking and then maybe we can talk about it?
So if the letter's in the packet, you can read over that letter, and maybe next meeting, we can decide if you want to
Well,
take a
it's
vote.
that letter is about Oakham, but it's not about the
The letter's about
statute.
Oakham specifically.
Yeah.
Separately, if you want me to reach out to our state reps to express support for 4557, which simply allows local control over that, basically trumps the state control.
Well, why don't we see if we can do one letter that addresses both subjects or one on each
Okay.
subject, I don't care. But then let's circulate both of those and then we can chat about it the next time.
Okay. Just
Does that
wanted
make
to
sense,
know your
everybody?
radar.
Yeah.
Great.
Now, did Ware have any say on this, the Ware select people?
And that's what
Oh.
4557 is
Okay,
basically
that's what I
saying,
thought.
that the state authority on energy siting should not include these
Right.
disposals. I will get you a copy of that bill.
Yeah, okay. Unfortunate. Okay, so then, all right, we probably should call a public hearing, yeah, we're a bit past. So, all right, Mary?
National Grid has made a petition to the Sturbridge Select Board to install one JO pole on Arnold Road beginning at a point approximately 200 feet north of the center line of the intersection of Main Street and Arnold Road. National Grid to install pole 250 in a public way for commercial service upgrade in Sturbridge. The poll hearing will take place on Monday, July 21, 2025 at 6:35 p.m. at the Sturbridge Town Hall, second floor, Veterans Memorial Hall, located at 308 Main Street in Sturbridge.
Okay, is anybody from National Grid? Yep. Come on down and just identify yourself for the record.
Hi, my name's Robert Williams. I work with National Grid.
Yeah, nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. Okay, just briefly, what's going on this project?
So, a commercial building over there upgraded their service. And part of the scope of work for us to upgrade their service is we have to put in a new transformer, and on that street, we didn't have enough space to get one close enough, so we had to put up a new pole so that we can run secondary cable into their property and then over to where their service is.
Okay, and what is the commercial property?
It's the Rapscallion Brewery.
Okay.
Conservation has reviewed this.
Okay. Questions from the board?
And DPW.
No,
No. Mary? Alan?
it's an improvement.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
All right, well, this is a public hearing, so does anybody from the public want to come up and speak about this?
Did the registered mail go out?
Yeah, I believe so. Do we have certified?
And nobody. How many abutters, Francis, got one?
Yeah, we're probably one of them.
I think we are.
Yeah, okay. Anybody from the crowd going once, going twice, sold? All right, do we have a motion?
To close the public hearing.
Oh, yeah, close the, thank you, Mary. Do we have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? All right, do we have a vote on, a motion on the merits?
I'll make a motion to approve National Grid's petition to the Sturbridge Select Board to install one JO pole on Arnold Road beginning at a point approximately 260 feet north of the center line of the intersection of Main Street and Arnold Road, and also to install pole 250 in the public way for the purpose of a commercial service upgrade.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Thank you for coming.
How long will it take to do the upgrade?
Unfortunately, my department doesn't handle the scheduling of the crews, so it's gonna go out to them. I don't know how far along in the process they've already gone since the work was done in the engineering. So, once they're ready to schedule the work and get it done, you know, that part I just can't comment on because I'm not a part of that, so.
Do you have to close the road at all at Arnold or to do that?
I imagine they might need a police detail, but as far as to what they're gonna do and how they're gonna set it up, I don't really get involved with that, but I don't think the road would have to be closed.
Great. All right.
Hopefully not.
Well, anyways, thank you for coming in. We appreciate seeing you, and sure you see you around campus. Thank you. Right, and Robin, thank you for turning the lights on. I thought I was getting cataracts. The next point, all right, we are on to department reports. Let's go to the building department and then to the police department because they got a bit more to do. Here, how are you?
I want to thank Bill as well. He showed up on scene as well as police and fire today to take a look at the building, and we'll work closely with the business owner to get her back in as soon as.
Yeah, agreed. Thanks, Bill. You're doing a great job.
Some of the wiring there got jeopardized, so until that's addressed, the gift shop won't be able to reopen.
Do you have a sense of any sense of timing or no? Yeah, just depends.
It's up to them.
Yeah, makes sense.
They're moving swiftly already, though.
They worked out there.
Yeah, they had an army there after. So this is my report for May and June. May through June, sorry. Commercial permits issued were 25. Building department residential permits, 216. Total permit fees collected for them 2 months was $109,247.70. Broken down, May was roughly $65,000 and June was $40,000. The types of permits issued are all in a breakdown there. I won't bore you with that. If you have any questions on it. Commercial projects ongoing right now is the Convenient MD on Route 20. They're currently a little ahead of schedule. Blueberry Estates, he has three homes just about completed in there, and he has 3 or 4 that they're working on now. Old Sturbridge Village, they just built a new horse barn up there. They're doing a classroom remodel right now, turning a large classroom into 2. It's a simple project, but they're in the middle of that. And the Dollar Tree. Residential, the biggest influx on residential is a lot of raise and rebuilds and remodeling. That's pretty much all I have.
All right, questions for Bill?
So Bill, when you said you did 5 commercial building permits, are those the ones that you just mentioned? Blueberry Estates, OSV, the Dollar Tree, Convenient MD, or did they already have their building
Them were
permits?
already issued prior to these.
Oh, so what are these
The-
5?
These were probably remodel permits, stuff like that.
Oh, not new construction?
No,
Not-
all these larger projects that are ongoing were issued before May, so.
Okay, but the commercial building permit of 5, you think are just remodels of these?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. They could
I
be.
thought we had 5, like, more.
No,
commercial.
no, I wish.
Okay.
I wish, but I don't.
All right, any other questions for Bill? All right, sir.
All right,
Have a good
thank
night.
you.
Just keep Michelle out of trouble, okay? All right, chief.
Good evening. Start with May's report. During the month of May, we answered 3,179 calls for service. We had 62 arrests or complaints. 3 were OUIs, 2 were drug arrests. We filed 55 incident reports, responded to 23 motor vehicle crashes, issued 205 citations, assisted 55 motorists, responded to 65 alarms, 663 business and house checks, served 7 restraining orders, responded to 15 domestic disturbances. We had 2 larcenies. We requested mutual aid 12 times, and we went out of town 0 times for mutual aid. Highlights for some department operations was Officer Moderosian, who's sitting here tonight with us, held a RAD class at Burgess Elementary School. That's always a popular event for the kids. Another highlight would be the Memorial Day Parade. We had numerous officers that attended that. We showed off our fleet of vehicles. Training is general training, nothing significant to report there. Burgess Elementary School, we had 3 assist citizens calls, 2 ambulance calls, 1 suspicious activity, assisted another police agency, 1 alarm call, and 1 traffic complaint. Junior high, we had an assist a citizen call, an investigation, an accident, and an alarm call. Senior high, we had some lost property, we had 1 accident. Foot patrol, we had some threats up at the school. We had 1 assault and battery, 1 911 hang-up, and 1 traffic complaint. And that's my May report.
Thank you. Questions on me?
I just had a couple of questions. Your business's house checks went up, excuse me, significantly from last year, like another 600. Are those more elderly people that want a house check, or is this just catching on and more businesses want business
Oh, no,
checks?
these are proactive, and our officers, just in general, will call in if they're doing a business check. We're out at the Shaw's Plaza, we're out at Pilot. It's not businesses, or some of them may be residential people saying, I'm gonna be on vacation, but most of these checks are while they're on patrol. If they're doing a check of the building, they call it in and log it as a call for service.
Okay, no, it just went up quite a bit, so they
Yeah,
must
so,
have
yeah,
more manpower doing it, or,
Well, during the month of May, we were fully staffed at that point. So sometimes you will see, when you get the staffing up, there's more checks, or they're logging more of their activity.
Makes sense. So basically more preventive work's done because there's more staffing, right?
nice.
So, any other questions for me?
Yes. All right, June chief.
All right, June, 3,004 calls for service, 56 arrests / complaints, 45 incident reports, 28 motor vehicle accidents, 200 motor vehicle citations, 53 motorist assist, 49 alarms, 637 business / house checks, served 2 209As, responded to 13 domestic disturbances, had 7 larcenies or B&Es. We requested mutual aid 21 times, and we responded out of town for mutual aid once. Department operations, Officer Moderosian and Merkel received the MAT Award. That was a highlight, which was held in Devon's for their proactive motor vehicle enforcement training. Nothing to highlight there. Burgess, we had very light because school was getting out there, so assist 1 motorist there, 1 911 call at the junior high. We had 1 traffic complaint at the senior high, 1 accident at the senior high, 2 ambulance calls, 1 well-being check, and 1 animal complaint. And that's my June report.
All right, any questions on June?
I have one. We're talking a lot tonight. I'm sorry. Next meeting, I'm not even going to say a word.
I don't believe that. But don't feel free to
Well,
talk.
that's because I'll be on vacation. I won't be here.
That's on tape.
No, I might, my vacation might be the following, I don't know. You know when you said 30 inspections were conducted on the lakes, on the ponds?
Yeah.
Are you inspecting the boats to make sure what? And did they all pass inspection?
Yeah,
What do you check for
It's
that?
just a verbal check. Honk your horn. Do you have an oar in the vehicle? The officers have a list in the boat, and they'll go through that list. Is there a muffler on the boat? There's certain requirements that the Coast Guard essentially requires, and Mass General Law also
Okay.
requires. So they'll just pull up to a boat, show me your life jackets, honk your horn, and go down this list. Generally, they're not getting any citations or anything. They're just making sure the people that are on the lake have all the proper safety equipment and they're operating within the guidelines.
And so far, so good on the 30
Yeah,
inspections?
generally, yeah, yep.
Okay.
I haven't heard, it hasn't come back to me that anybody was taken off the water for anything. So generally, people who are out there have all the required equipment.
Okay, so let's do this a little out of order too, if I can find where I put my agenda. We're gonna go to action item C, which is the consideration and possible action on the hiring of full-time, oh, did I?
Yeah, because the other one got added.
Oh, I see. I'm just using the wrong, they gave me two agendas. They're setting me up for failure here, guys. All right, we're gonna go to D, which is consideration and possible action on the hiring of full-time police officer Edward Page at the rate of $39.16 per hour and the benefits of a 10-year officer minus longevity effective July 22nd, 2025.
I'm sorry, I meant to change that. It was going to be a five-year officer for both.
Of a
Tracy-
5-year,
For both Tracy and Paige.
okay, great. So, is Mr. Page here?
Yes.
Come on down. What's up? Want me to sit down? Yeah, sure.
Oh, stand up. No, there's no.
It's very formal around here. At attention.
So, tonight, I'm pleased to recommend Edward Page for the appointment as a full-time police officer. Mr. Page brings a wealth of experience into the role, making him an outstanding candidate for this position. With over 27 years of his experience, Mr. Page has demonstrated a steadfast commitment to public safety and community service. Beyond his law enforcement experience, Mr. Page holds a master's degree in criminal justice from Western New England College and a bachelor's degree in business administration from Norwich University. Mr. Page is currently a full-time Wales police officer. Prior to that, he served several colleges and communities, to include the Sturbridge Police Department from 2015 to 2020. So he's a returning police officer. Given Mr. Page's extensive experience, leadership qualities, and commitment to public safety, I recommend Edward Page for this appointment effective July 22nd, 2025, at the rate of $39.16 and the benefits of a 5-year police officer minus the longevity. I've attached his cover letter and resume for your review.
Great. Any questions from the board?
Sounds good.
No, it's great. I'm just wondering if the town of Wales is going to talk to the town of Sturbridge after we take you away, but that's okay.
I already got a call. I already got a call from their chief on the way here today.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. But do we care?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just not create fights for no reason here, guys. But the all right. So, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion on the action of hiring full-time police officer Edward Page at the rate of $39.16 per hour and the benefits of a 5-year officer minus longevity effective July 22nd, 2025.
Second.
All those in favor? All right. Welcome back.
If the board wouldn't mind, maybe at the end, we could get a group photo of all three of the new hires.
All right. Moving on to action item E, consideration and possible action on the hiring of full-time police officer Richard Tracy Sr. at the rate of $39.16 per hour with the benefits of a 5-year officer effective July 22nd, 2025.
Good evening again. I'm pleased to recommend Richard Tracy Sr. for the appointment of a full-time police officer. Mr. Tracy brings a unique and valuable combination of federal law enforcement and local policing experience, making him an excellent candidate for this position. Mr. Tracy recently retired after a distinguished 23-year career as a United States Postal Inspector, where he gained extensive experience in criminal investigations, surveillance operations, federal case preparation, interagency collaboration. His work in this role required a high level of integrity, attention to detail, and commitment to public safety, qualities that we greatly benefit our department and our community. Since his retirement, Mr. Tracy has continued his service in law enforcement as a part-time police officer with the Wales Police Department. He also holds a master's degree in criminal justice and from Anna Maria College, further demonstrating his dedication to continuous learning and professional development. Mr. Tracy's deep investigative background, federal law enforcement experience, and commitment to local services made him a tremendous asset to any team. I recommend Richard Tracy for the appointment effective July 22nd, 2025 at the rate of $39.16 per hour with the pay and benefit of a 5-year officer excluding longevity.
All right, questions from the board? All right, do we have a motion?
Make a motion.
You want me to do it?
I'll make a motion on the action on hiring of a full-time police officer, Richard Tracy Sr., at the rate of $39.16 per hour with the benefits of a 5-year officer effective July 22nd, 2025.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Great, welcome aboard.
Dominic?
Thank you very much. Good luck. Yeah, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you
God
very
bless.
much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Clancy. Thank you very much.
No problem. We're gonna have to send some draft picks to Whale.
Exactly.
All right, so, action item F, which is consideration and possible action on the hiring of full-time police officer Dominic Barrasso at the rate of $32.36 per hour effective July 28th, 2025. Chief?
Okay, I'm pleased to recommend Dominic Barrasso for the appointment of full-time police officer. While Mr. Barrasso is new to the profession, he impressed the interview panel with maturity, professionalism, and a strong desire to serve the community. Mr. Barrasso is currently serving in the Army National Guard as a military police officer, a role he has held since 2021. His military training experience have provided him with a solid foundation in discipline, leadership, and law enforcement procedures, all of which will translate well into the municipal policing. He's a graduate of Ludlow High School and recently completed his studies at Springfield Technical Community College. Mr. Barrasso has also expressed a strong commitment to furthering his education in the field of criminal justice. Given his potential dedication to service and military experience, I recommend Dominic Barrasso for the appointment of Step 1 police officer at the hiring rate of $32.36 per hour, effective July 28th.
All right, any questions from the board? Yeah. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion on the action of hiring a full-time police officer, Dominic Barrasso, at the rate of $32.36 per hour, effective July 28th, 2025.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Welcome aboard.
Congratulations.
Thank you for your service to our country, too. God bless.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're gonna do great. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for that military.
We could just get a quick picture.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Board.
Why don't we bring him this way?
Yep. Why don't you guys go right around the back and we'll grab a picture with you guys? And the board.
A little
I
underdressed.
guess we'll go with Mr. Landry.
Yeah. Can get on my shoulders.
That's right.
It'll make you look 3 inches taller.
1, 2, 3. Let me just do one more. Thank you so much. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right, congratulations, everyone. Okay, so going back up the list, where we have,
You're good with me?
well, we have, no, hold a second, we have 3 resignations. So we have 3 action items, A, B, and C, which is consideration and possible action on the resignation of the following officers. Officer Jeffrey Forcier from the Police Department effective July 13th, 2025. Officer Scott Crevier from the Police Department effective July 14th, 2025. Consideration and possible action on the resignation of Brandon Baxter from the department effective July 18th, 2025. So, questions on these items from the board?
No, I thank them for their service to our town.
Yeah, no, no, we appreciate everybody who, puts on a badge or town. So, anybody, anything else? All right, so do we have I'm gonna make a combined motion to accept the resignations of Officer Jeffrey Forcier, effective July 13th, 2025. Accept the resignation of Officer Scott Crevier, effective July 14th, 2025, and acceptance of the resignation of Brendan Baxter from the Police Department, effective July 18th, 2025. With their thanks for their service to our community, it means the world to us. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Great. Now you're all second.
Thanks, have a good night.
Yep. All right, thank you, everybody. All right, moving on. Consideration and possible action on the issuance of a one-day liquor license for the Hamilton Rod and Gun Club for August 1st and August 2nd at the Milltown Car Show. How's it going?
Alan?
Good evening, Alan Jessica on behalf of the Hamilton Rod and Gun Club.
All right, so what's going on?
This is a car show that we've had for 14 years now in town. It's a great event for the club. It brings a lot of people to the community of Sturbridge. And we require a change for our liquor license for the event.
All right, makes sense to me. Any questions from the board?
No.
Do we have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve one-day liquor license for, the dates?
August 1st and 2nd of 2025.
August 1st and 2nd, 2025.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? All right.
How many people do you anticipate? I know you've been doing it for a long time, but it's a big event, I know.
It's very weather dependent. I mean, we've had like 1,000 to maybe a little over 5,000,
Wow.
depending on the weather. Some years we've had to turn people away because the fields were just filled with cars. So
That's
That's a
cool.
good problem.
it's a good problem to have.
Awesome. All right, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan.
Okay. We are moving on to consideration and possible action on awarding a contract with Solitude Lake Management for hydro raking the rec area at Cedar Pond at a cost of $8,000 for the Recreation and Parks Department.
Well, you have Andrew here. I know you had mentioned the scoreboard last.
Oh, yeah.
So I sent you some pictures, I think.
Okay.
If you have
So,
any questions.
well, let's go to with the hydro raking. What is hydro raking?
Yeah, so the hydro raking, this is it's a thing that happens generally, it's a little bit dependent, but generally every 3 to 5 years. And it's exactly what it sounds, a big rake they put in the water and they basically rake out all the weeds, up near the swim area, up to a certain area. It's critical because especially in that cove area where it's kind of stagnant, it stops a lot of like the algae blooms, stops a lot of the bacteria growth. At this point, once we have this contract in place, we are probably going to try to schedule it for after the rec program is over, because once they rake, my understanding is that it might, just kicking up everything on underneath the surface, we might end up with an elevated bacteria level for, who knows, it could be up to a week. So, where we are this far into the summer and we've got, 3.5 weeks left of the summer rec program, we'd like to not lose the water for a week of that. So we'll probably be assuming we move forward on this, we would be looking to do it right after that program's over.
Okay.
Now, is the money in the budget already?
Yes, this was a betterment item, which is how it has traditionally been paid for in the past.
Because it's not an annual, it's every 3 years, so we put it on as a betterment thing.
Is that the last time we did it, 3 years ago?
I think it was either 2020 or 2021.
Before I think it was the year before I came, so I came in 2022.
Did we use the same company?
Yes, and this is the company that does all like the lake treatments down there. This is kind of the company. I don't I'm not even sure if there's other real competitors out there in the area. They're the ones who do all of this everywhere.
Specialized.
Yeah, it's specific. Okay, any other questions? Thoughts, concerns? All right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we award a contract to Solitude Lake Management for hydro raking in the recreation area of Cedar Pond at the cost of $8,000.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? The ayes have it. Okay, thank you.
Did you have any questions on the scoreboard while I was here?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
No, it's good.
Okay, I sent you the picture, I hope.
Yeah, that was purchased before I started, so kind of.
I just have to be sure if they
Yeah.
had questions, they had a chance to.
And I hear you have at least 3 unruly lifeguards.
Two unruly lifeguards and one unruly play leader.
And what unruly what?
Play leader.
Oh, got it.
Gracie
can,
Amari's boy.
Can I pick names?
All right, so, all right, action item I is consideration and possible action on accepting the resignation of Roxanne Smith from the Cultural Council effective August 1st, 2025.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
And we, all those in favor? And again, thank you for her service to the town. We really appreciate it. Okay, consideration and possible action on the appointing of Lauren O'Donnell to the Cultural Council for a term to expire August 1st, 2028. You Lauren O'Donnell, come on in. And just state your name for the record and where you reside.
Sure. My name is Lauren O'Donnell.
Okay. And where do you reside?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sturbridge, Mass.
Okay, but the address is. I only need the street name.
Oh, okay. 23 Woodside Circle.
Perfect.
Sorry.
All right. So, Robin?
Yep, so we present Lauren to join the Cultural Council. If you want to give a little background on your interest.
Oh, sure. I work at financial services, Fidelity Investments. I've been there almost 30 years, and in that time, I've been involved in doing events and offsites, a whole host of different things for the organization and everything. And so we moved here almost 8 years ago, and I thought I wanted to, get involved with the community. We love it here, and I thought that my experience of what I've been doing would fit very nicely with the cultural team.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Any questions from the board? All right, do we have a motion?
Yeah, I make a motion that we appoint Lauren O'Donnell to the Cultural Council for a term to expire August 1st, 2028.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Great, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you so much. I look forward to it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Okay. Consideration and possible action on the reappointment of Charles Roy Jr. to the Sturbridge Lakes Association Advisory Committee, Big Alum, for a term to expire July 18th, 2028. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Yeah. All those in favor? Great, thanks. All right, and then consideration and possible action on the appointment of a select board delegate and alternate for the Central Mass Regional Planning. I have been remiss in my duties of this, if it's usually on a bad. It's because it's on a Thursday and it's hard for me to get there.
They never have it convenient.
No, it is always at about the worst times every week.
Yeah.
So I'll do it again, but I'm not doing a very good job, which I don't.
Do we have to have, can that position be rotated so we all have like 1 month of duties to kind of alleviate?
To it, I think. I don't think.
I mean, I am in Worcester
no
most frequently, so it probably does make sense because that is where they're having the meeting.
Yeah.
But it just is, they make it tough. It's always like 7:30 on a Thursday.
I mean, realistically, I try to follow whatever they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I read the emails and I follow
They
the.
mail out everything. So.
And I know the planning board has a rep, and I know Jean monitors it fairly diligently, but I also don't want to.
I'll get.
That's not what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna make a motion, if he's willing, that we appoint our dear chair to be the select board delegate for the CMRPC.
I'll second that.
All those in favor? I'll do it, but
Okay, you voted it.
And I gotta have a delegate.
I know, well, I make a motion that Mary Dowling.
If anybody else wants to be the alternate, though. If something is crazy important, and will you tell me, and then,
Well, you should be getting the emails.
I do.
No, this was Mary.
I know, I get the emails too, but I'm in
If something
advance.
strikes me as critically important,
You'll
I'll
tell
tell
us.
you guys.
Well, I'll watch some stuff on YouTube too when they post it, but they're infrequent about that as well.
They are.
So it's a little frustrating because they have a channel, and then you're
And there
like,
is.
I don't think August 2023 really matters to me right now, guys. So, anyways,
Crucified.
yeah. Okay.
Gene pretty knows much more about stuff before they do.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, I don't want to. I just don't want to be remiss in my duties.
No.
if I take
Excuse
something
me, but this is, hi, Em.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm in the meeting. But that's okay. You're more important.
Okay. Well, do you want me to call you back after? I had a very busy day at work, so I'm done. I can call you back after your reading.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, love ya. Bye.
Bye, love you.
All right. Moving forward.
at the end, when we're done all the business, can we say?
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we're already done. We're on old business. All right, old business. Mary Blanchard, any old business?
Nope, just me.
Mary Dowling.
I
any old
just have a
business?
couple. Did you have the meeting with Superintendent Boyd? Oh, it's in August, that's right, okay, thank you. And then how about Yankees offer to spearhead cleaning
Oh, no, I
nips?
gotta follow up on that.
Okay,
Yeah, I didn't follow up.
Okay.
that's it.
Chase?
No.
My only old is I owe the performance evaluations for Robin. So I have not forgotten that, and I don't have that all taken care of for the next meeting. Going to new business. Chase?
Nothing new on my end.
Mary Dow?
No.
Mary Blanchard?
Nope.
All right, my new business is happy birthday, Mary.
Yes.
On
Happy
the
birthday.
count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you. God bless you. Many years. Thank you.
All
Not
right.
that many, Mary.
Many years meaning of health and happiness, like it's a toast for many years. Not that you're many years old, but many years to come.
Mary, I would just let it ride.
It's prospective, we're looking
No, it is-
forward.
Well, we love you, so that's all that really matters. Correspondence.
We got any, did we?
I don't think so. But, okay. Approval of minutes, April 18th, 2023. Fine. Okay. Any edits? Okay, do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
Make a motion to approve the minutes of April 18th, 2023.
You can.
I can't, I'm not there.
In fact, we can't vote on any, that we need Mary Lou for these ones.
Yeah,
It's like, otherwise, we're just gonna have two votes, which,
so we hold them.
hold them. So we're gonna hold that one.
April 18th.
All right.
I was there in spirit.
Well, I'm sure you watched and took notes. So November 20th, 2023. Any edits to the minutes? You're seeing me when I went through it. We have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the November 20, 2023 meeting minutes.
Do we have a second?
Yeah, I was there.
What
I was a little gun shy.
All those in favor? All right, the ayes have it.
And we have to vote.
Okay, yeah, we can't do this one either. We have to pull July 7, 2025. Okay, so those are pulled. All right, Citizens Forum. Nice to see you.
Happy birthday.
All right, so Executive session to discuss strategy with respect to litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares in re National Prescription Opiate Litigation, U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Ohio, Eastern Division, case number 17-MD-28004, Honorable Dan Aaron Polster. I so declare. Chase, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mary? Dell?
Yes.
Yes.
And I vote yes as well.
And you'll adjourn.
And, with the to adjourn.
Yeah.
Outside.